Hey guys, it's your girl Jasmine and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new.
27 hearts beat.
Today I am going to be telling you guys a story, and this is going to be about my first job that I ever had. Now if you have been watching my channel for a while now, or if you've stumbled across a video of mine, it was probably one of my job experience videos. Those are my most viewed videos and low-key my most hated videos. Cough cough CBS. So those are the videos that I actually really like filming. I like talking about my work experience and things like that. So today I thought I would tell you guys about my very first job that I ever had and why I classify it as the worst first job ever. So I'm not going to talk too much because I feel like this is going to be long. This is also going to be a two-part video because I can't fit everything into one video or it will be super long. So I'm going to give you guys a bunch of different little stories in this video, and then the part 2 video is going to be basically the reason why I left that job. If you're interested to hear about my first job and why it was the worst first job ever, then just keep on watching. So for a little bit of backstory, I got my first job when I was 16 years old, and it was at a gift shop in the downtown area, and it was in a hotel. Now I'm not going to give the name of this gift shop because it's not like a chain or anything like that, and I don't want to put anything bad on their name. So I'm just going to give this as a generalized story, but just know it was a gift shop. So I got this job through a girl who went to my school. I didn't really know her all that well, like we weren't really friends or anything. I think she was like a grade above me, but she had like posted something or said something around the school about a place she knew that was hiring, and I, was like, okay, I'm 16, I need to get a job now, so let me go apply. So I went in to apply for the job, and the owner really liked me, and she had me fill out everything, and she basically said, like, you basically have the job. Like, we're gonna interview other people, but you basically have the job, which I was like, awesome, that's great. This gift shop was tiny, like literally a box. It was probably the size of my bedroom, and it was very, I want to say it was like very old school kind of. Like nothing was really up to date. The only like technology type of thing that they had in there was the security cameras. The register was like one of those where you just punch in like the price and then like the category. So if it was $1.50 for a can of soda, you hit $1.50 or like $1.50 soda, and that was how it worked. So I didn't really think much of it. It was my very first job. I was super excited to even have a job, and I was like, all right, let's go into this with a positive attitude. I am a very big people person. Like, I'm big on customer service. Even then, like, that was my first job, and I was already ready to just talk to people and give my service. The one thing that kind of made me a little eerie about the job, kind of right off the bat, or not right off the bat, but like a little bit later, something that I didn't really know up front was that during my shifts after I was done training, I would be working completely by myself. Now this was a privately owned gift shop. It was like a couple who owned it, and they ran the store and everything. So I understand why they wouldn't want to have more than one person on at a time, because they're paying their employees and they don't want to pay for more than they have to, and it's so small that one person could work in the store and it would be fine. For me, the only reason it was kind of was because I'm a very paranoid person. Even then, little 16-year-old girl, and most of the time I worked the shift of 6 to 11 p.m. because of school and everything. Even during the summer, I think I worked there for the summer, and then during school I would mostly work the 6 to 11 shift. So with that being said, 6 to 11 I would drive myself to work, and since it was in a hotel, I would have to park in the hotel parking deck on the employee floor. When I would leave work, I would be walking out completely by myself. It was dark, and I would always be scared. I gotta say, there was at least one time that I am 100% sure someone was following me, because they were walking behind me, literally behind me, like a little bit of ways behind, and there was no other cars in the line of cars other than my car. Like, it was my car and it was empty. So I didn't know where this person was going. Honestly, I ran as quick as I could, got in my car, and I didn't see them. So I don't know where they went, but I am pretty sure that they were following me. Other than that, I had little experiences in the parking deck of just like creepy noises and being paranoid and all of that, but nothing actually happened. Since this was my first job and this was a very small job, I didn't really care about how much I was getting paid. I did make $7.25 an hour, which is the minimum wage where I live, and I didn't care. I was like, you know what, I'm making some money. I really don't have any bills to pay. I do drive, so I pay for gas, but that's really it. So I didn't care how much I was making, but I was just happy that I was making money. I thought I was big ballin', even though I really wasn't, but I was still making some money. The first thing that I really noticed when I was training, that I didn't even ask them because I didn't, want to be disrespectful, I didn't really know, was the fact that in this gift shop they did sell tobacco. Now, I looked it up in my state at the time. You had to be 18 to purchase tobacco, and you had to be at least 16 to sell the tobacco, but it said that you had to also have someone who was over the age of 18 there with you. So with that being said, low-key I kind of was working there illegally, I guess. I don't really know if that's the right term for it, but I basically was like, okay, I don't, it's kind of weird. I knew that they trusted me though, and obviously I wasn't gonna steal any of that, that's not me. But at the same time, they have to be careful with stuff like that because you don't really know who you're hiring. But I'm happy that they did trust me, but you never know with other people. So that was kind of the first thing that I was like, huh, that's really strange that they are allowing that, I guess. I don't know. I never worked anywhere. I knew that at gas stations they allowed you to work there at 16, but again, pretty sure someone who was over 18 had to be there with you. That was just the first thing, and I just kind of let it go, and I was like, you know what, it's whatever. If that's how they want to do it, as long as they don't get caught or nobody else cares, then I don't care. One of the main things that kind of made the job not the best was the fact that since I was working completely by myself during my shift, if people came in angry about a product, about a price, about anything, they would yell at me because I am the only one in there who works for the gift shop, and they didn't have anybody else to yell at, and they're yelling at me. This little 16-year-old girl just standing there like, I do not own this store, I just work here, please get out of my face. Be grown men, grown people just yelling at me because why is this price so much, why is this not working, or this thing broke, or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And the only thing was that if I ever had to do a return or give money back or anything like that, which honestly they rarely allowed me to do, kind of think they were a little stingy with their stuff and their money, but that's their prerogative. It was their store, their business. Again, I just worked for them. But if I were to need to give someone money back or a refund or anything, I had to call the owners. No matter what time of day it was, I had to call the owners. And a lot of times they would not answer. And that was probably the most frustrating thing, when there's a customer in my face yelling at me about how they need their money back, and I'm not allowed to give a refund without calling them and authorizing it through them first, but they're not answering the phone. I get it, they have a life, they're busy, but if they're not going to give me a policy as far as what I can tell the customer about refunds or returns or anything like that, then it kind of is all on me to that customer. So to that customer, I should be giving them their money back. And I understand that from the customer's perspective, but I also understand from the owner's perspective of this is their store and this is their money that they put into this. So I completely understood both sides, and I'm just kind of stuck in the middle. So a lot of those times I would just have to keep calling and keep calling and keep calling, and eventually it would get sorted out. But getting yelled at a lot was a lot for me. But I did realize that later on down the road, it did build up my character, I guess, because I had to deal with a lot worse customers at Panera and all these other places I've worked. So honestly, those customers weren't really that bad. But for a little 16-year-old girl who I was the only one working in the store, it was a lot on me all at once. So kind of going with that, a lot of people would complain about the prices of the items. Now in the gift shop, there was regular gift shop things like little trinkets and souvenirs and stuff like that. And then there was snacks and candy and travel items and stuff like that. Because the gift shop was in the middle of downtown in a hotel and it was right near the convention center, a lot of business people would come in and out who were traveling or, who stayed in the hotel, and they would come to the gift shop. So you already know gift shops are going to be a little bit more expensive. However, the prices they made me make these items was kind of outrageous. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure there was a convenience store literally out the door and to the left, but they would make me make these prices so much. This is what they wanted them to be. It made me feel kind of weird because it's a candy bar. A candy bar would be $2, $3 for a little regular sized candy bar. A bag of chips, the small bag of chips, $3.50. It was kind of outrageous, but again, this is on them. This is what they wanted to make their prices, but I know that they were making a killing off of these items because people are gonna pay for it if they want it. So maybe they knew what they were doing, but at the same time it's low-key scamming people, because why are you paying this much for a bag of chips? But these people must have had money. But the one that really made me uncomfortable sometimes was because I knew that they went to Sam's Club or Costco or something like that to get their items, which is perfectly fine. Buy them in bulk, bring them to the store, and we put them up to sell them. That's perfectly fine. However, it was the items that while I was pricing them, I noticed said on the back, this item is not labeled for individual sale or whatever that saying is that's on certain items. And I would be like, oh, so I think that's not completely legal to be reselling this item. Not sure if other places do that. I really don't know. But the fact that it came out of a pack and I'm individually selling them, they were definitely making a killing off of, like, you know, I think of like Rice Krispie treats. Like, you get a pack of them, it has like 3, you get the whole pack for $1, and then they were selling each one for $1.50. I think that's kind of wrong morally, but again, this was their store, do what you want. But the fact that I was the one getting yelled at because they marked up a bag of chips to $3 when the little tag on the side did say $1, that's not on me. That's on them. So both of those kind of scenarios were about things that they did that were kind of on them that I kind of had to deal with from the customers getting mad at me. But again, I kind of let that go. That's on them. If they get in trouble for that, I don't really care. It's their store. Now to the things that kind of were done to me or said to me that kind of made me like, nah, this ain't the place for me. So the first one had to do with me going to the bathroom. So a lot of times on my shifts, if there wasn't customers or anything, I'd be sitting down, I'd be drinking some water, doing homework, something like that. Because it was a very chill job. Not gonna lie, it was a very, very chill job. Since I was there by myself, if the store was clean, I could sit in the back and just do my homework, watch the camera, and wait for someone to come in. I'm always drinking water. I feel like I've always been a water person. Like, I like drinking water. You gotta stay hydrated, you know? It was the summertime, gotta stay hydrated. And drinking a lot of water, what comes from that? Going to the bathroom. So I would always go to the bathroom at least once during my shift. I remember it was never like I would go all the time, like every 5 minutes I had to go to the bathroom. But I would always go at least one time during my shift. I'm like, if I have to go to the bathroom, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So in order to go to the bathroom in the gift shop, you had to leave the gift shop, lock the doors, since I was the only one working, and I had to walk like all the way around the lobby area and go use the bathroom in the hotel because, like I said, the gift shop was the size of my bedroom and there was no bathroom inside of it. I had to go use the hotel bathroom. With that being said, there was one day where the owner came in and she was asking me something, and then it somehow turned into her talking to me about me going to the bathroom. And I was like, okay, kind of just standing there. Yes, I go to the bathroom. I'm a human. I have to pee. And I remember she said something along the lines of,
well, when you go to the bathroom, I need you to go super, super fast because sometimes I watch the cameras and there are people standing outside of the gift shop and then you're not back before they leave and then they don't want to wait around for you.
I'm sitting there thinking, I go as fast as I can. If I have to pee, I have to pee. And I'm gonna go to the bathroom. These people can wait. I was just kind of standing there like, what am I supposed to say? Do you want me to pee on your floor? Like, if I have to go, I have to go. If someone's in the store, I'm not going to kick them out so I can go to the bathroom. I will wait for them to leave. But if no one's in the store and I have to pee, I'm going to go to the dang bathroom because, again, do you want me to pee on your nice carpet? I don't think so. That one kind of put me a little off. I was like, it's whatever though. Like, again, I kind of just brushed it off. I was like, I understand where she's coming from because she wants to get the sale. But again, I would never be gone for very long. It's not like I'd be in the bathroom for hours or even more than like 5 minutes. I'd go to the bathroom, use the bathroom, wash my hands, and walk right back. I didn't go walk around or do anything. I went to the bathroom and I came back. So, I don't know. Obviously, she couldn't see me when I go to the bathroom. She only has cameras inside of the gift shop. Maybe she thought I was like wandering around or something, but I really was just going to the bathroom and coming back. But again, didn't take offense to it. I was like, it's whatever. I'm brushing it off. If I have to pee, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And that's what I kept doing. The last thing I'm gonna talk about for this part of the video is basically the thing that kind of started the whole downfall for me at this place. This was the thing that for me was like, wow, do you really care about me? Like, am I just nothing to you? Nah. Which, I mean, sometimes that's how it happens. You know, you just work there. But at the same time, you should somewhat care about my life and my safety. But I don't know. As I said before, with the whole bathroom thing, the owners love to watch the cameras. I swear at their house, they probably didn't watch TV. They watched the store cameras. As much as they would comment on things that happened, like while they weren't there, while they were watching the cameras, I'm pretty sure they just sit there and watch the cameras the whole time. So this specific day, the owner came in while I was on my shift, and she went into the little back area and she asked me to come look at the screen with her. So I went back there, I was looking at the screen, and she went all the way back, like she rewound it or picked a day or whatever she did. Picked the day and the time that I was working. And it was a different day, obviously, than the day I was working that day. I'm pretty sure it had to have been like a week or so before from the day that I was working. And she showed me the video and she was like playing it, and I was standing, like I could see myself standing up at the register, because when people came in, it was a rule that you had to stand up and stand at the register and just kind of look at people. So that's what I did. Every time someone would come in, stand up at the register and look at people. I was doing that, as you can see in the video. I was doing that, and there was a group of, they were probably teenage guys, maybe a little bit older than me at the time, and they were just walking around looking at the snacks and stuff like that. And she literally zoomed in and pointed to one guy as he took like a Snickers bar and put it in his pocket. So I'm standing at the register. It's not like I did it, like it's not even like I flinched or anything while I was at the register, right? So she paused it right there as he did that, and she looked at me and she was like,
"Did you see him take that while you were working? You know, he ended up stealing that. He ended up walking out with that candy bar."
And I looked at her and I was like, "No, I didn't see him take that." From the angle where the register was, there was like a stand case thing where on each side had stuff. So this side might have had candy, this side might have had other things. And he was kind of over here to the side where the candy was. I can only see your face because of how high the thing was. I can only see your face unless I like walk out and walk around. So I'm just standing there, obviously cannot see him putting anything in his pocket. And like I said, again, I'm just a little 16-year-old girl working, trying to get through my shift. And I didn't see that. I didn't pay no attention to that. Now, obviously, if he would have took something bigger, I would have noticed and whatever. But it was a little candy bar, and he put it in his pocket. I think some of his friends ended up buying stuff, and then they left. So she is sitting here. This is now the day that she came in. And she's standing here almost yelling at me, like being aggressive as far as,
"Why didn't you pay more attention to him? Why aren't you paying more attention to people? If someone steals stuff, like, oh, they're going to lose so much money."
And this is the kicker. This is where things hit the fan for me, and I was like, oh no, I am not okay with this. She said,
"Next time, if you see someone stealing something,"
I need you to come closer, hold on. You gotta really soak this in, what she said.
"I need you to chase them down and get it back."
Hold on, say that again? You said what? You said you want me to what? Oh, no. When I tell you that I probably gave her the most awkward and like stank look of my life, I'm not lying. I know I wasn't disrespectful. I didn't say anything back to her. I honestly don't even know if I said like okay. I remember just kind of looking at her with like a blank stare and just thinking, you really want me to chase somebody down for a 75-cent candy bar that you're selling for $1.50? Like, I don't think so. But again, I didn't say that because I didn't want to be disrespectful or anything like that. But to this day, I've never heard anybody else ever tell me that. And like I said, this was my first job, so I didn't know if that was like gonna be a thing. But I asked my mom and she was like, yeah, no, you're supposed to do the opposite of that. If someone comes in to try to rob you or take something, you give them what they want so that hopefully they will leave and leave you alone and unharmed. Essentially, I'm just sitting there like, wow, does she care about my life? Does she care about her products more than she cares about my life? What if this person had a knife or a gun? You never know. People are crazy. There would always be a lot of homeless people that would come in there too. And I'm telling you, there were some crazy looking people. You never know what they had or what they were capable of or what they wanted to do. No, again, I'm a little 16-year-old girl and I am not doing any of that. I'm not going to be a part of any of that. That was kind of it. After that, like I said, I just worked there for a little bit and then something else happened, which you'll have to stay tuned for part 2 of this video, where that will just be the whole thing of the video, is basically why I quit and what happened, because it was pretty bad. Not gonna lie, it was pretty bad. So if you're excited for that video, give this video a big old thumbs up, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below any video requests that you have for me, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this story time. It was kind of crazy. This job was one of the crazier ones for me, but like I said, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below and turn on your post notifications so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Which, if I haven't mentioned already by this point, I have come up with an upload schedule. I will be uploading every Tuesday and Thursday and occasionally on Saturdays, but I'm not sure yet, but for sure Tuesdays and Thursdays. Let me know what time would be best for you guys. I'm thinking around 2 or 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but let me know in the comments down below what time on those days you guys would like me to upload my videos, because those are the days I'm gonna be uploading every week. Also, don't forget to follow my social media. It'll be somewhere on the screen and the description bar down below, as well as with my business Instagram. Go and check that out. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!